Welcome to another edition of Plastic Addict, and I'm not looking forward to this one. See, no matter how much I try to avoid it, there are just some toys that have a lot of things going on, and every one of them deserves what they're about to get. In this case, I give you Energon Optimus Prime. This is going to hurt. Now here you got a full shot of the vehicle mode. Now, he's a little big, so we're going to do this one piece at a time, and I'm really not going to waste time on this cab section. I mean, just looking at this thing, you can see how many problems it's got. They didn't even try to hide the arms. You can easily see them floating back here, and I do mean floating. These aren't even attached to the rear section. You can also see the robot mode head. It doesn't even tuck down all the way. In fact, I think it is actually a little more flush if the head is backwards, staring up at the sky. Now, he's got some vehicle mode sounds, but let's save those for later, when I can really address all the problems of this particular piece. Okay, now this is the piece of crap I really wanted to talk about. You see, Energon Prime was the last Optimus that came with a brand new trailer, and for good reason, as you're about to see. This one in particular, I know Energon was kind of reaching for its vehicle mode designs, but this isn't even remotely realistic. Have you ever seen a trailer like this? I mean, a car rear-ending it would ramp into the sky. But that's not the point. The point here is that instead of a base, this forms a tower, a mighty tower of power, which I will show you the full transformation of. Get ready, transform! Wait, that can't be right. Okay, had to have gotten something wrong somewhere. No, I double and triple checked, and that's about it. You put down this little kickstand in the back, and you raise up the tower's little radar dish, and that's it. That's the entire base. Now, essentially, it's not even a base. It's a freaking garage. Yes, Optimus Prime is hauling garages now. And what are they storing? Little vehicles with little launchers that do not work all that well. You literally have to fling them out, and then they don't even come out correctly. We'll get to these guys a little later, but here's the other problem. The second one here is the drill, and it looks neat, but it can never clear the garage. That little gimmick completely stops it dead. The third is a submarine. I'm not even going to eject it, because it's a waste of time. Why would a submarine even be ejected from a garage? You've also got the helicopter, which, naturally, does not fit correctly. You have to unfold it after removal, which kind of defeats the entire point of having vehicles ready to go. You know, doing this review, I can swear that there was some problem that everyone had with this toy. You know, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. Now, looking at the basic robot mode, you see the most obvious flaw to this toy. Look at these skinny arms and even skinnier legs. I mean, they don't even compare to these powerful shoulders and hips. I mean, it just doesn't look like Optimus Prime. I mean, he looks kind of frail in those areas. Now, this is also the first mode where we get to show off some articulation, in which it's limited. Because of the design, his hips don't go out very far, arms don't rotate, no waist articulation. Thankfully, everything's ratcheted, so at least he's stable. This is also the first mode where you can access most of his sound effects. He's got one for each of his little drone vehicles, and if you're like me, you will forget in a matter of months that his hidden button is impossible to see or remember where they put it. This is horrible. I mean, I should have noticed it by now. I mean, if everyone had a problem with it, it should be glaring. I don't get it. I mentioned this toy had other problems, and here you can see them. On the left is Grand Convoy, the Japanese version, complete with chrome, complete with brighter blue, and oh yeah, unlike the early American versions, he never had a mouth. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about these things. Okay, real quick. Fire truck, the ladder extends. Helicopter, the blade twirls. Drill, the drill spins. And the submarine sinks. Okay. I'll show you the transformation. But, I'm warning you, really simple. And very strangely familiar, actually.
Form feet and legs. Form arms and body. And I'll form my head.
I just don't see it. What kind of horrible reviewer am I if I can't even see what everyone has complained about? It's depressing is what it is. Behold Optimus Prime, once proud Autobot Supreme Commander, reduced to a Megazord. I mean, I know Optimus Primes in the 2000s are almost required by law to have a super mode, but this is going too far. No Optimus should be multicolored. Red, blue, a little white, a little black, a little yellow maybe. You're done. This is not acceptable. Orange, that much yellow, not acceptable. That being said, this mode does not help his mobility much. His hips still don't go very far, and now you've got these things over his shoulders to contend with. You can't even see the Autobot symbol anymore. And this is worse because this is the default mode. This is the one you saw in the cartoon most often. 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem with Digger 3 is that that's as much heel spur as he has. And as you can see, he does not have a flat foot, which means Optimus is extremely unbalanced. Though if you want to do an Optimus that's going clubbing, he's great. Luckily you can kind of change these around. The others are a little better, but they don't have fists, so you're kind of left without a way of using his gun. He also has, in this mode, one of the most annoying and undescript sound effects I've ever heard. And yes, his Matrix lights up. What the f***? You know what? I don't know what was going through the designers' heads, but I've seen the Matrix a lot. And you know what has never gone through my head while looking at the most precious of Autobot artifacts and possibly the most powerful source of energy in the entire universe? That, gee, I'll bet it'd make great body armor. I'll bet that could deflect a lot of missile fire. Okay, I'm better now. That aside, like I said, you can't see the Autobot symbol, but guess what? You can't see the Energon star socket either. Also, because of the way he is designed, his head no longer moves very well, and his face looks extremely tiny inside the super thinking cap they've created. You also have lots of little kibble bits falling everywhere, and for some reason, they didn't want to make this lock in any way whatsoever. Okay, it's confession time. Yeah, he's got a lot of faults, and yeah, he's probably the most infamous Optimus Prime. But I kind of like him. Oh, shut up. You're allowed to like a bad toy every now and then. I mean, he's got a lot of play options, which a lot of them don't give you. So at least if he's bad, you can improve him a little bit. So that is Energon Optimus Prime. I am the Plastic Addict, and until next time, I'll stay addicted, so you can stay away.
Go Voltron Force!
Oh yeah, and he's fat as hell.